humiliation maxing, submission maxing, waste of steroid maxing.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. That dude got an unk build. Look, I know you want to be a pretty Jordan Barrett femboy type of. That shit does not work. You could blast test, that shit don't work on an unk. That unk strength is unmatched. Yo, what's going on? So I seen this video on my feed of Clavicular getting beat up. I want to know what the hell happened here. So let's jump straight into it. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, because we're almost to 4,000 subs, and I would really appreciate your
It has been a rough and tough year for the internet personalities who have built up this, persona online of being a macho man. I'm pretty sure all of you have seen that clip of Clavicular literally being put on his neck outside of a Miami nightclub.
You're under citizen arrest. You're under citizen
Wait, what? What? He got put under a citizen's arrest? Boy, if you don't elbow this shit out of the guy that's holding you and walk away. Oh, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Generational aura points lost. You thought mogging him was gonna get you out of the citizen's arrest? Come on, bro. I don't think anybody was really looking at Clavicular as if he was this super macho, masculine man that could fight his way out of any situation. He just wanted to be the best looking man. Andrew Tate, on the other hand, that's like kind of the persona that he grafted up. I'm gonna say this, bro. I don't know what the fuck happened. I don't know what happened. Oh my God, he just got him in a headlock.
He looks so
Bro, he's a victim. When you think Clavicular, right, you think of him blasting testosterone and him being on 50 different peptides. You got roid rage? Like, if you don't turn into the Hulk and snap out of it, and then his mans, how are you no help to him? You're not even like you're not even jumping on the guy. You're not even grabbing onto him to where this second guy has to pull you off. You're literally useless.
Don't worry about it, buddy. You finna get put on your neck too if you keep playing.
He's getting manhandled.
I think that L would be the biggest one that Clavicular would take all night, but trust me, it gets so much worse. To the tune of asking, why does our Mog Prince Clavicular keep taking all of these L's in 2020?
It's actually number 1 ranked Chad.
26. If you're new to this and you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. It's gonna go a long way for the channel. If you don't subscribe, I'm gonna put you in a citizen's arrest too. I'm gonna have to hem you up too. Don't make me do that. Now, back into the video. Now, of course, you don't end up just being put on your neck without some sort of backstory. As you can see in this clip, Clavicular seems to be out at a Miami nightclub without his normal security. I don't know if it's because the costs are starting to get too high. I don't know if it's because he's smelling himself, but he's with this guy named Drago, and they are out and about, and they are allegedly having a great time before somebody comes through and removes his hat. Or at least that's the story that we've been told. That moment right there changes everything for the Mog Prince. Okay, don't put your hands.
Yo, but look, you just, hold on. You can't put your hand on the side of somebody's face and expect them not to do some shit like that, though. What? And then look at the whoa, his chat. I think this might be Drago's chat. Look at these names, dude. Huh? Black lesbian Jew. Drago, bring the girls. Bring the foids. Like, come on, bro.
Put your hands up. Oh my God. Oh, no.
You punched my boy. I'm just asking why you punched me. I'm just asking why you punched me. You took your hat, so you punched me.
That wasn't the guy that took your hat.
It wasn't for that. Like, you couldn't be like, damn, feel me when the punches.
Real Mog.
I was punched.
That's the gayest shit I ever heard in my life. Brutal Mog. He's not even really mogging him. He's hype mogging him. That's really it.
That wasn't the guy that took your hat.
Oh yeah, as a real street nigga, I know exactly what's going on right here. Clavicular gets pounded out most likely.
We're not gonna go past that. Oh, Meezy, stop.
Off camera,
stop while you're ahead, bro.
And
Stop.
That's the reason why they did the jiggling and jostling. I don't know what's being said in the specific clip. It's a little bit loud in the Miami nightclub. But I don't know what it is with people lately placing their hands on people's faces and not acting as if there's not going to be some sort of consequence or repercussion. Maybe it's that world tour where Clavicular's been smelling himself, thinking that he could just get away with certain things. But definitely
see that? Yeah, exactly. When you are running around with the security and you know that you could touch somebody, and if they retaliate, you're gonna have like 3 big buff dudes that are gonna be beating them down. Hell yeah. But when you're by yourself, nah. You can't be playing like that, bro. I don't know why he
drunken
didn't even
nightclub
have
in Miami.
security.
You can't just do that. You can't do that without somebody, you know, taking it as some sort of disrespect. And they're gonna put their hands
You
on
know what's crazy now that I'm thinking about it? Why does he not have security? His 15 minutes of fame is probably up. I'm gonna keep it a buck. That's why he was getting those surgeries. Because the moment that he noticed his shit stalled out and his, I guess you could say his generational run. Because everybody, you know, when you first pop and you blow up like that, you go on a crazy run, right? But the run, it can't last forever. Eventually, people figure you out. So while he was, you know, the new kid on the block and he was new and people were interested in this looksmaxing thing, yeah, you know, he was getting money. It was popping. He had viewership. But now, I don't think it's the same, you know? And that's why he was getting the surgeries and stuff to try to extend the shelf life. But now, I guess people just don't give a fuck about him. I think people moved on to AB and Dean. And I think even with AB and Dean, people are starting to, like, move away from them. Like, these people who blow up, especially like on Kick, it's not like an organic blow up. And what I mean by that is like the Kick clipping program, they get pushed through the algorithm really, really fast because they have all these clips that get pushed, which, by the way, this is what I learned about this fucking program. Let me put you on some game. Do you know that if you're a clipper for Kick, you can't clip any Twitch people? So they sign them exclusive. So you can only clip their people. They got you on payroll. Dude, that you're not having an authentic come up. So people are only there for the hype. When the hype dies down, what is there for people to stay? There's no reason for them to stay. They gone.
A second confrontation does happen afterwards, but it seems as though that's the alleged victim's friend coming to his defense saying like, yo, bro, you kind of wilding, you doing too much. And being the guy who Clavicular is, he brushes that off, doesn't take it seriously, of course.
The ego, the
acts
streamer
as
ego.
though, you know, I can do whatever I want because of who I am. But then that's where we get the situation where Clavicular is put on his neck by the man outside the Miami nightclub. This man who, if I'm not mistaken, is closely related to the person who got pushed in the original altercation with Clavicular. Is this man's father. He decides he's gonna place him under.
What? His father? What's the odds of that? Wait, why is a father and son going to the club together? What? Miami, that's a different server. I'm not gonna lie. GTA 6. That's GTA 6 right there. God damn. Oh my God. He called Pops on you? Oh no, bro.
Citizens arrest.
That is hilarious.
Yo, them citizens arrest people. Citizens arrest is crazy. It's the most insane thing in the world. But
that is
ultimately,
hilarious.
What he's
That's
trying to
nut
do
shit.
is hold Clavicular accountable for his actions. You can't just touch somebody and then feel like you can.
I'm not gonna lie. Shout out to bro who put him in a headlock. And it's not even because it's like Clavicular or whatever. A lot of these streamers, bro, they have crazy. I'm telling you, the moment you pass, like, bro, and it's like, the top streamers, you would think they have these massive egos. It's not even the people at the top. It's like the people somewhere in between where it's like, you not small, but you not the biggest. So they get that validation from their chat and they have these like huge egos. They need to be humbled. You need to be humbled.
Way with it because, you know, you may have some money, some status, some fame, or whatever the case may be. You're gonna get touched up. And this isn't one of those situations where the environment can be controlled. No, that's a grown-ass man saying that he's about to check you. Ultimately, the police get involved, staff members from the Miami nightclub get involved, and the whole situation gets resolved in real time at the place.
Does he get arrested?
What happened at Miami nightclub is only half of the problem. You see, when you get into
I don't think there's really much that you could do. Like, oh my God, he touched my face, so I'm gonna arrest him. That doesn't make sense. Obviously, he's not gonna get arrested for that.
Right? You might make a group chat. You might make.
Nah, that was low key a W cover up though, just to put him in a fucking headlock. Citizens arrest. Arresting me for what? For what? What did I do? Who the fuck are you? You don't even have no fucking authority, bitch.
For the night, you might get laughed at. But when you're somebody like Clavicular who has millions of followers, millions of supporters around the world, and with that being said, also millions of haters around the world, yeah, people are gonna start clowning you. How you handle that clowning is very, very important. The last thing that you want to do.
No, you just gotta laugh that shit off, bro.
He's choke maxing.
Oh.
He's victim maxing. He's pinned maxing.
Damn,
He's
Sneako's clowning him now.
maxing.
What wasn't he just glazing him like 3 months ago when they were in a club together? That shit crazy. It's crazy how the influencer world works, bro. people like Sneeko and Nick Fuentes, they try to make it seem like they're real. They not real.
Humiliation maxing. Submission maxing. Waste of steroid maxing.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. That dude got an unk build. He got that grown-ass man strength. Look, I know you want to be a pretty Jordan Barrett femboy type of motherfucker. That shit does not work. You could blast test. That shit don't work on an unk. That unk strength is unmatched.
Yet again, Clavicular is the joke of the week, and rightfully so. Could you imagine years of being known for being like the steroid taking, looks maxing, fitness guy, and then finally being put to the test when it comes to, I don't know, just defending yourself, standing up for yourself in a situation where like you challenged the guy originally and you can't do it? Now, obviously, and I do mean obviously, people are going to clown you. This one person says taking steroids and getting pinned down by a balding 50-year-old is the biggest overall loss ever. And I couldn't agree more. It is so embarrassing.
Oh my God.
I think people are laughing at him most of all is because, you know, he's built this persona on saying these things, saying the N-word.
Chad does what he wants.
Or talking about how he's frame maxing, mogging, whatever the case may be, getting his looks up, going to the gym, building this persona of like, yo, let's get as fit as possible. And then also, let's say the most deranged things as possible. And ultimately, I'm a big bad guy because I have security behind me. But now when I don't have security behind me and people are putting me to the test, I'm looking like a wimp. I'm looking stupid. I'm looking like a loser. I'm looking stupid in the real life. I did mention that something in this was worse, and it's how you go about defending yourself in these situations. In the video we did about Clavicular's trip over to France, we were highlighting on this channel that Clavicular was getting clowned by the people of France because he thought he was important. He thought that people should be paying attention to him, and they just weren't. And then he went back to his computer, and instead of being objective and taking, you know, this larger look at his whole life,
he said something about World War II and the bitches are ugly. When the women never even wanted to be with him in the first place. That was the funniest part.
Things that he pushes. He decided that he was going to slander the French people. He said that they were terrible, they were ugly anyway, the women were sixes. So we know for a fact that Clavicular has a problem with taking some.
He's like, you know when like you go and you talk to a girl and you try to get her number and she's like, I have a boyfriend. Or you're like, no, I'm good. You're not my type. And then you're like, fuck you, bitch. I didn't want you anyways. That's why you ugly as fuck. That's the kind of like energy that he was giving off. Anytime you try to go back and forth on some shit like that, it's like, all right, bro. But it goes against his entire message. Like if I get these okay, let me take a step back, right? With Clavicular, his image, his, and I'm talking about his looks. He says looks is everything. Aesthetics is everything. I think that matters to a certain degree because we do live in a very superficial society, but it's not everything. It's just a piece of the pie, right? Obviously, you got to pass a looks test. You ever been to a party and a girl look back at you when she's twerking and she sees whether you look good or not? You got to pass a specific looks test. But if who you are is just looks only and you have nothing else to provide to society and you just say the most irrational, rage-baiting shit, people are not going to respect you. Because I think one of the ladies in France was straight up calling him a Nazi because, you know, Clavicular does the same thing that Nick Fuentes and Sneeko does where he'll just rage bait. He'll do the rage bait clip farm method where he'll say the most outrageous, racist, fucked up shit in an attempt for shock value and to go viral. People don't respect you for that. Sorry, I'm getting a little choked up.
Sort of accountability. But what he says about this situation almost made me drop my jaw to the floor. And his response to the whole him getting put on his baby neck in a Miami nightclub, he says in response to HS Tiki Taki, another frame maxing, mogging, you know, savant on the internet, I'd like anyone hating to try to have the leverage required to wrestle while wearing 3 inches of height inserts.
Oh my God. Oh my God. You're wearing 3 inches of height inserts. What does that have to do when you're on the fucking ground? Yo. Isn't he already like 6'1", 6'2"? Why are you wearing height inserts? Come on, bro.
Aren't playing the same game. Come on.
Nah, that's crazy. He's not real.
Now, I'm no fool.
He's not real. That shit hurt him. You can tell. Oh my God, I was wearing height inserts. Doesn't height inserts affect you while you're fucking standing? Oh my
inserts
God.
is he talking about? When I look at this picture from the night that he got put on his baby neck, I'm seeing regular shoes. These look like pretty flat shoes.
I think he's talking about the thing that you put in the shoes, the insole. It's like elevated.
Now, he could have 3-inch height inserts in the heel of those shoes. 3-inch height inserts are the most insane thing in the world, though. Why is he casually wearing 3-inch height inserts while out at a Miami nightclub? Mind you,
Because he's trying to hype mog, bro. Come on, get hip.
girlfriend as well. I think one of the reasons why he would wear these 3-inch height inserts is
Whoa, you got a girlfriend and you wearing height inserts? Oh, nah, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, he's gay. Okay, now you just trying to signal to men, bro. Like, cause what?
because that one time that he got arrested and his height and weight came out, everybody on the internet was clowning him about it. So now he's running around wearing height inserts. But because this situation is so much more embarrassing, he's actually having to acknowledge the fact
He's
that he's wearing height
5'11".
inserts.
We're the same height. I thought he was like 6'2". Dude, everything about this dude is fake.
I've never
Oh
seen
my
levels
God.
of insecurity in a man like this before, and it really needs to be studied because this is so much gender-affirming care. You would expect
Facts,
Clavicular to be
male-to-male
some sort of
transition.
trans activist, but it's crazy that he's not. Like, it's so surprising to me.
My guy actually thinks he just cooked. I had to read that for a minute over just to think, no, this guy surely did not just say, well, you
Yo,
should
was
try.
he mid-shower? This motherfucker was mid-shower. Oh my God, he's not real. He's not real at all, bro. I'm not gonna lie though, HS Tiki-Taki got good veneers. Yeah, he's somebody that got his own problems too. I can't lie.
Wrestling in 3-inch high heels, man. It's fucking difficult, man. Bro, come on. That is not the comeback you think it is. Stepping out with height boosters in your feet. Fucking nose job, ear job. You are a
Ear job.
boy.
His friend Drago that he went to the Miami nightclub with only makes this situation worse when he decides to come online and defend it in real time. He sounds like some sort of babbling idiot, to be quite honest with you, saying that they got the best outcome of the situation because of the 3-inch height. What the fuck does that even mean?
Clav showed as much restraint as humanly possible, and he's still getting shit on it. And also, it's extremely hard to wrestle when you're wearing fucking inserts. Come on, bro, like the 3-inch inserts. You guys gotta think about that. What are we?
How does that? You're on the ground. You're laying. He was laying on his back. He's not even using his legs. That shit doesn't even make sense. You know what would have been a way better response though? No funny shit. If they would have been like, listen, we don't give a fuck. We went viral. The shit got millions of views. Y'all are talking about us. We win. Do you think we give a fuck about that unk? No, we got money. Let's sue the shit out of him. What are you talking about? We're still rich. This shit only put our name out there. Are you stupid? That's the best way you got to do it. Or you laugh the shit off and be like, yeah, you know, that shit was crazy. He was on some nut shit. But these guys, they're egos. Like they don't know how to take an L. They can't hold it in their spirit to take an L.
Talking about? Yeah, no, we genuinely got the best outcome, I'm pretty sure.
I would expect a dork to hang out with a dork. So this honestly checks out. I'm disgusted, but not surprised. What's funny is that there are so many more tolerable excuses for this situation. You know, you could put off that you were drunk. You could say that you're not a fighter. Like there's so many things that would have made this situation sound so much better. But using the excuse that you had 3 inches in you is so disgustingly nasty. I really don't even know what to say about Clavicular and his response to this whole situation. You're probably asking yourself, why are people so ready to call this another Clavicular L? Now, mind you, he's Clavicular after all. People do hate him, but there's something a little bit more to this. And it's really because there's this pattern recognition that's been going on with him for the past few months. And ultimately, the chickens are coming home to roost. And I think a lot of people are seeing the reality on Clavicular in real time.
I haven't had alcohol in a long time.
Your outfit sucks.
Damn. I think she said that because she saw the camera though. Your outfit sucks.
I talked about Clavicular going to France.
See, and then his thing is like, he don't know how to laugh that shit off. He just taking it. I'd have been like, bitch, your outfit sucks. What the fuck? Like, your face sucks. What? Come on, bro. And it's like, that's how you know Clavicular, he has self-confidence issues. Despite him mogging, despite him wearing the height inserts, despite him having the surgeries, he's still that insecure kid at the start, bro. Because some shit like that, if you know who you are, right? If you know you with Chad and you know you getting money and you know you're this and you're that and you're mogging, why would you give a fuck? You just laugh the shit off. Anything that challenges his worldview, he automatically gets tight about it, bro.
It's on this channel a couple of weeks ago, and what it highlighted is
the thing is, bro, it's like, and I want to say this. This is what is it called? An observation. I'm a little sick. They use terms like ascend, right? Ascend is normally a spiritual term. That's what you use when you're ascending to the 5D. You're ascending to enlightenment. For them, looks is enlightenment. They think that they will reach some type of peace in their life through looking a certain way, through looking the best that they possibly can, through mogging, right? And I do think to a certain extent, if you look good, you get treated better, right? That's just because human beings were very judgmental, but that's besides the point. It's not everything, right? In life, you're supposed to live as if you already have the outcomes that you want. You have to live life as if you've already ascended, and then the universe will then, or God, or whatever you want to call it, it's not religious, will treat you in accordance to the way that you're moving. You know what I'm saying? You have to already act as if you have, so then you do the things that you need to do in order to be that person. Do, have, be. That's how it is. A lot of people think that they have to, you know, it's a different, like a lot of people, they do it in other ways. They think, oh my God, I have to do this so that I can have this and then I can have the peace. No, you have to already have the peace, bro. You have to already ascend internally before you can get everything else. And that's what they don't understand, bro. Like, imagine if Clavicular got into like esoteric metaphysical knowledge, bro. He'd be at peace. He'd be at peace, bro. But his idea of self-improvement is peptides, nose jobs, hype boosters. It's not anything that's actually beneficial to the spirit. And that's why even though he's famous and he has money and he looks good or whatever the fuck, he's not happy. And he still gets this energy attracted to him because the energy that he's putting out is vile and he's getting vile results. The more negativity that you push out, your aura sphere, I know that's kind of like, what the fuck are you talking about? The energy that you put out, if you move negatively, people are going to respond to you negatively. That's what I'm trying to say. You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing that I've been learning recently is to become more positive. Like literally the best advice I could give anybody, bro, ignore your current situation, move as if you're already living that dream life and just think positively. And anytime you have a negative thought that isn't aligned with the person that you're trying to become, bring yourself back to the present moment. Count in your head. 3, 2, 1. Try to think of nothing and continue on with your day. Boom.
He's just not this big and bad guy that he at least appears to be online. The persona doesn't match the IRL experience.
I don't think he's a tough guy. Well, I mean, you know, he was popping this shit like he's a tough guy.
To France, people ridiculed him terribly so. They made fun of him for the way that he looks, the way that he dresses, the way that he walks around with security, the way that he talks, all these confident bravado that he gives off online. But then when you get IRL, it just doesn't hit the same. The same flirtatious nature, a lot of the same frame maxing and mogging gimmicks. They just don't hit. And that France trip made him look so bad that he decided that he was going to stage a makeup trip. And the topic matter that I didn't cover, he actually went over to Israel.
Oh, what? They got him. They got him. They got him. They got him. He went to Tel Aviv? This motherfucker's not real. He's not real. Please, wait, what?
Israeli propagandist artist to make himself look good while also propping up Israel as well. And the internet saw right.
Oh, they gave him a bag. Oh, he sold out. He sold all the way out.
Through it. And now, yet again, in an incident where he's getting choked.
No, but that's as sellout as it could possibly be. Oh my God.
Without his security. We even have people like Sneeko who did disassociate with him over that Israel nonsense.
He has to.
Those videos were extremely, extremely cringy. But now Sneeko, who has been a victim of somebody publicly attacking him, you know, just randomly, is now clowning him because of how silly Clavicular looks based off of
Oh my God, I forgot about that. Wasn't Sneeko getting mad at Jason Oween and rage for laughing at him? Oh, what if this happened to you? He was making this whole big deal about it when it was him, but now he's laughing at Clavicular.
That he says, and then the life that he ultimately lives.
Clavicular got in some fight, then he was pinned down for like 10 minutes. And this is from a week ago when he went on, well, I think a couple days ago, he was on the Piers Morgan show, and he says, I went to Israel, but I'm not going to go to Gaza because they're the losers. They're losers, so I'm going to be twerking in Tel Aviv. Well, based off that logic, I think we should side with that Tony Soprano guy, that balding chud who pinned you down for 10 minutes. Based off that logic, if we're going to side with the winner, that's the new look. He frame mogged you. He got frame mogged by the bald Gen X chud. It's over. I mean, that's the logic. Like, side with the victor. And his friend Drago was trying to stop it. I mean, it's like W friend, but it's just looking humiliating. I wanted to see the best in Clavicular, but when he started saying that, when he did an Israeli propaganda tour, it's like, I can't be friends with you, all right? Use his logic against him. He wants to ascend. He says he's not a political guy. He says that he is just trying to make money. I'm money maxing. Okay, so then you're going to side with the victor. Then when you get beat up by Tony Soprano, I'm going to go side with Tony Soprano because he's the winner and you're the loser. That's your own logic. By your logic, you are the loser.
I mean, a broken clock is right twice a day. He's right. He's literally right about that. Yeah, Clavicular sold out, bro. I can't respect them.
That we should not pay attention to. We want to ascend. You got frame mogged by Tony Soprano. Your ideology's demonic.
When Sneeko's right, Sneeko is kind of right. So it's an all-encompassing
he's right.
thing as
He's
to
right about
why
that.
people are making fun of Clavicular in 2026 and not looking at him as the next it guy anymore. When he's had to leave behind that desk, when he's had to touch the streets and really put to test all of the things that he's been preaching over the internet for the past couple of years, it's been falling apart rapidly. Going to France, the place where beauty and fashion are supposed to thrive, and they don't accept you. And then when they don't accept you, you going back to the internet giving a bunch of excuses as to why your nonsense doesn't work as opposed to taking accountability. And then going as far as setting up these fake praise tours in these countries that are political, even though you said you weren't. And
bro, I'm not gonna lie, Israel is that's a very politically charged place to go. That's like going to Iran. Like, motherfucker, like, there's certain places that's gonna be political whether you go to it, bro. And one thing that I realized for me being 28 years old, right? I'm gonna say this. Politics is life. If you're one of those, I don't really believe in politics plays a factor in everything. I'm sorry to break it to you. It's the truth. Politics plays a factor in media, whether you like it or not. It plays a factor in your gas prices, your grocery prices, your wage at your job. Politics is life. Saying that you're not political, but then you're hanging around political people and you're engaging in propaganda, fuck out of here.
Now you are in Miami being put on your neck by somebody who is much, much, much older than you. He looks to be like pushing 60, right? And you're supposed to be this peak guy at this moment. It's just ultimately not looking good. And your response to all of that is, hey man, it's hard to wrestle when you have 3 inches inside of you. And then also I have to beef up my security because now I'm under attack. Mind you, he was the one who started this whole situation by putting his hands on that guy's face and then not just settling it with words. Like oh my gosh, the lack of accountability.
All he had to do was
your
be respectful.
Actions are so loud. It's actually deafening my left ear. And so now the conversation has shifted less about the altercation in and of itself and more about how people are perceiving Clavicular. Ultimately, the Miami fight didn't become viral because fights are rare on the internet. It became viral because it reinforced an image that many viewers are starting to have of Clavicular. They think he's soft. They think he lacks accountability. They think that
no shit. This was the writing on the wall for you to realize he was soft. Come on, man. Any man that's getting a nose job, getting their ears pinned, wearing height inserts, you're soft. Anyways, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate you watching the video all the way through. I'm trying to get to 4,000 subscribers. So if you did watch this video all the way through, I do appreciate it, and it means the world. I'll see you later.